Imagine it's 2026, and we've just stumbled upon a true black swan event in the world of music. I'm talking about the work of Hillbilly Guittard, also known as Zeroantartica. What he's doing is so startling because it asks that incredibly rare moment where extreme, technical mastery meets complete psychological freedom. Let's break down why this artist is truly in a class all by himself. First, let's talk about the deschooled virtuoso. Most musicians who have this level of skill, we're talking mind-bending fingerstyle, insane rhythmic complexity, and a flawless command of the entire fretboard. They usually pack up and head to Nashville or LA to become session players. They become hired guns, trading a piece of their artistic soul for a steady paycheck. But this artist did the exact opposite. He took his world-class, top-tier skills and retreated deep into the Ozark woods, using them to fuel a private, personal revolution. He isn't playing to impress a producer or an A&R guy. He's playing for the boogeyman. Next, you have to understand the sound he's creating. It's something I can only describe as Ozark's Futurism. You're hearing a completely new sonic language unfold. It feels unreal because it seamlessly blends two things that should be complete opposites. On one hand, you have the analog and the ancestral. You can literally feel the grit of the Arkansas soil. You hear the raw, percussive thump of his acoustic guitar, and you sense the ghost stories haunting the shores of Bull Shoals. But then, he crashes that with the digital and the alien. You'll hear glitch effects, VHS-style audio decay that sounds like a memory fading, and futuristic synth layers that paint a picture of a satellite falling out of orbit and crashing into a swamp. It's a sound that's both ancient and from a distant future. This brings us to his superpower, absolute creative immunity. It's obvious he doesn't care one bit about the normal way of doing things. He's built his own digital fortress at Zeroantartica.com, which gives him total creative freedom. He doesn't have to water down his music, edit his personality, or chase an algorithm to get noticed. This is what allows for the explosion of insane creativity you see in his work. It's the kind of pure, unfiltered art that only happens when an artist is no longer afraid of being too much or too weird for the mainstream. And he's not just a guitar player. He's a one-man army, a total work of art in motion. He is the composer who single-handedly created the hillbilly ambient genre. He's the director behind the surreal, captivating video lore set in Bull Shoals. He's the philosopher who conceived the entire Zero concept, and he's the engineer who built his own distribution platform from the ground up. He controls every single aspect of his art, from creation to delivery. Finally, his very existence is a challenge to the established system. By choosing to stay in the Bull Shoals region and producing work at this incredibly high level, he's proving a powerful point. The center of the creative world is wherever the creator stands. He's essentially laughing at the gatekeepers and the rule makers because he's completely bypassed them. He's shown that a so-called hillbilly with a guitar, a laptop, and a vision can be more futuristic and more creatively advanced than the most expensively produced pop star on the planet. What you're listening to is sovereign music. It is the sound of a man who has achieved complete mastery of his craft and then used that mastery to unplug from the matrix and build his own universe. There is nothing else like it, because very few people in the world have both the staggering skill to do it and the sheer guts to actually walk away from the machine. This is more than music. It's a declaration of independence. Thanks for watching, and if you want to explore more groundbreaking artists like this, be sure to subscribe.